Hey, what's going on, y'all? So today I went to two different GameStops in search of Star Wars Black Series figures. And turns out that one of those GameStops was closing. So everything in the store was marked down. And all the action figures were 30% off. So I grabbed 3 from that one. So from that store, I grabbed... I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy at all. But I do like Kylo. I think he looks really cool. So this is the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You know, with the helmet that's been put back together. And he's got a hood that you can snap on if you like. And then he has the lightsaber. And then he also has just the lightsaber hilt. So depending on how you want to display him, you got some options there. You know, I think he looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so grab that one at 30% off. And then I also grabbed a second sister Inquisitor. And I think she looks absolutely incredible. If you've played Jedi Fallen Order, you know all about the Inquisitors. And this being the second sister, who was a big part of that game. Really, really like her character. She's got the Inquisitor lightsaber, the double-bladed. And there's a couple of shoulder pauldrons there too. If you want to take her cape off, you can snap those on. They're labeled right and left. But I think I'll leave the cape on. I love the look of that cape. It just looks really, really cool. But yeah, that's a good one. And also 30% off. This was only $6. I couldn't pass it up. Is the child from The Mandalorian. And I'm contemplating just leaving him in the box. You know, because it doesn't look like he can hold anything. You know, he's got the little frog that he was playing with, and his little cup, and the knob from the Razor Crest that he kept unscrewing and playing with. But just the look of his hands, I don't think he can hold anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this in the box for right now. It's so little. You know, but he does look pretty good. It's cute. He's like a fan favorite. Instant fan favorite. All right. So those were the ones that were 30% off. And then at full price, sticking with The Mandalorian, I grabbed an off-world Jawa. Yeah, these guys were hilarious in The Mandalorian. They did a great job with the Jawas. So he's got the red eyes, which I'm assuming that's why they differentiated the off-world Jawa, because the Jawas in The Mandalorian, their eyes were a little bit, you know, more red. But he's got his little blaster pistol, and then he's got that little shock rifle that they use to disable droids, or, you know, whatever you want to call that thing. But yeah, I think he looks pretty cool too. And then also at full price, I grabbed a heavy battle droid. And he's got a blaster pistol and a couple of heavy blasters, and then he's got a couple of extra little antennae that you can snap on his back. If you want to take the backpack off, you can snap on just the 2 antennae. But I really like the look of the heavy battle droid. He's a little bit darker. Just looks really good. So yeah, that's what I got today. You know, just like in my other video about the probe droid, I mentioned that I really want to start collecting these, and this is what I was able to get today. They had some other ones, but you know, they weren't ones that I was super crazy about. So I just grabbed these. I know it's kind of a mixed match set, but yeah, it's okay. But I'm going to take these out of the box, and I'm not going to put y'all through me unboxing them. I know y'all have seen that before. Y'all have seen plenty of people take things out of boxes. So I'm going to open them, and then you know, we'll get a little bit better look at them. Okay, so I got these things out of the box. A couple of them had some stuck feet. One of them is still stuck, and one of them I managed to unstick. And the one that I got to unstick was the second sister. Her left foot was well, no, for her both feet were stuck down. The right one went right up, you know, right away. The left one I had to work on. but both feet were stuck down like she was standing up on her tiptoes. And she would not stand up, obviously. So I got that fixed, but for some reason, she will not stand up unless I have her like this. Kind of, yeah. But I think the paint here, let me touch the screen a little bit where you can see up close. I think they did a nice job with the paint. I kind of lucked out because I've seen some of these where the paint on the little patch there is kind of runny, kind of funky looking. So this one looks really good. The helmet looks awesome. You know, the paint everywhere else looks really good. The paint on the lightsaber is really, really nice. And I kind of lucked out. And got a straight lightsaber. I've seen some of these where the lightsabers are bent. And this one's straight. But that's how I have her. Kind of, you know, typical Sith, you know, holding up a fist. So yeah, I have to have the legs sort of apart to get her to stand up. Yeah. No, but she looks great. Oh, stand. Stand. There we go. Okay. And Kylo was good pretty much right out of the box. I had no issue with Kylo. I had to adjust his head a little bit. Right out of the box, he was, you know, kind of looked like a chicken. So I kind of tipped his head down as opposed to out like that. When he's out like that, the head is just way too far forward. It looks kind of silly. But I can tip the head down, and it looks a little bit better. But again, the detail on his undergarment, you know, whatever, well, a big shirt, I guess, whatever you want to call this thing, the thing underneath the cape, it looks really nice. Got some nice wrinkles on his legs and his boots. The cape is like a leathery look. It's textured. It's thick, and it does move, but it doesn't flow. You know, much like the second sister cape, it doesn't like flow. It's firm, but it does move. Like if you had the legs in a certain pose, the cape would sort of move with the legs. The arms articulated well to get the lightsaber in both hands, even though Kylo usually is, you know, swinging one hand. I put it in both hands. But the lightsaber looks really well. You know, they made it look kind of crackly, just like his does, with the unstable kyber crystal, you know, making it snap and pop and crackle. So they made it look like that. Yeah, but he looks great. You know, they did a nice job on the paint on the helmet, you know, where he had him put it back together. I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, Kylo looks great. He stood up right away. Kylo stands up great. The Jawa stands up pretty well also. And I put it's an ion blaster. I had to look it up. I couldn't remember exactly what they called it. His ion blaster, I stuck that in his right hand. And I put this other little, it's almost like a pirate style, almost like a blunderbuss pistol in the other hand, but I had to put it like that because this part back here is so skinny that he couldn't hold it. It would just flop. So I just have him holding it by the barrel like that. But the little cord from the ion blaster runs around to this little pack in the back. And there's a little holster right there that you could put the ion blaster in if you so choose. This little strap is almost like a separate piece. It does move a little bit, but it's on there. It's not coming off. The cape looks really good. I think the paint on the eyes, they did a really nice job on that. They even put the little texturing, you know, where he has his face like wrapped up. Yeah, that one looks really good. Oh, now it's out of focus there. I'm pretty pleased with the Jawa. It looks great. Yeah, see, the Jawa stands up right away. Now the battle droid looks phenomenal, but see that foot? It's crooked, and I cannot get it to go straight. I've tried everything. It's stuck like that. Yeah. Oh, but I did get him to stand up. I have to sort of turn this one out a little bit. So he will stand up despite these little skinny little legs. Yeah, but the paint on him looks really good. Oops, now it's focused on me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the paint looks great. They put some scuff marks like he's been in a battle. Scuff marks on the backpack. These little things on the back of his head move. Since it's a heavy battle droid, I gave him the heavy blaster. And I just left the other two blasters and the other little antenna that you could put on his back. I just left all that stuff in the box. But yeah, he looks great. He holds the rifle really well. Just like he's marching into battle, with a heavy blaster, sort of holding it out. It looks really nice. Yeah. Oops. I knocked my Jawa over while trying to get the battle droid to stand up. Yeah, the battle droid's a little bit finicky. There's the Jawa. And for Kylo, I left his hood in the box and just the lightsaber hilt. I think I'm going to display him like this, with the lightsaber, ignited. And the second sister, I left the two pauldrons in the box because I really, really like the look of her cape, especially the red on the inside of the cape. I think looks really, really good. Get her to stand up there. And for the child, like I said, I'm just going to leave him in the box, I think, for now. Just, getting a good look at his hands. I don't think he can hold anything. So that little frog that he plays with, well, in one episode he ate a frog, and then there's another episode he was chasing a frog. So the frog and the little cup that he was drinking out of, and the little knob from the Razor Crest from Mando's ship that he kept unscrewing and playing with. Yeah, I just left it all in the box. But he looks great. I mean, I think they did a really nice job on him. That little thing that he wears, it's always up around his mouth. I think they did a nice job with that. Yeah. So like I said, I think I'm going to leave this in the box. But that's all I got. I'm pretty pleased. I like these a lot. I think they look great. Like I said, just a couple of them I had a hard time getting them to stand up, figuring out what pose they stand up in. And I'll probably play with them some more and see if I can get them in a good action pose or whatever. Yeah. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, guys. And again, like I said in my other video about the probe droid, if anyone out there has any pointers on collecting or like websites that post things as far as like release dates, please let me know, because I am really interested in starting to collect these. So yeah, thanks again, and we will see you guys next time.